So how's it going, guys? Excaldarin is here. So my YouTube name is Professional K-Man, but I will use my nickname in Excaldarin in League of Legends videos. So today we're gonna take a look at new masteries. So first I want to read every single one of it to you. Double-edged sword, it gives an additional 2% damage and receive an additional 1% damage. And if you're ranged, you can deal 1.5 more damage and you receive 1.5 damage, which is not good at ranged champion. And we take a close look at Fury. Fury is a classical mastery that gives an attack speed. Sorcery gives cooldown. Butcher basic attacks, single target spells deal additional 2 damage to minions and monsters. This doesn't trigger off area of effect damage or damage over time effects. Expose weakness. Damaging an enemy with a spell increases allied champion's damage to that enemy by 1% for the next 3 seconds. That's capable with Leona. You know Leona's passive. If Leona casts a spell on someone and her teammate hits that enemy, because of her passive they hit more. Brute Force gives 0.55 attack damage per level and it's 10 attack damage at level 18. Mantle Force gives 6 ability power at level 18 and gives 0.33 ability power per level. Feast, killing a unit restores 2 health and 1 mana, which can be used in Cho'Gath, and it's really capable with Cho'Gath. Spell Weaving, rank 1. Damaging an enemy champion with a basic attack increases spell damage by 1%, stacking up to 3 times, max 3 damage increase. So I want to talk about this thing. Everybody knows Blue Ezreal. Everybody plays Blue Ezreal, but it's a choice. You can either play normal Ezreal like the alternative force first, but with Blue Ezreal, this mastery is a insane advantage to Ezreal. Like when you cast a spell, you spam your Q because of your Iceborne Gauntlet. That deals a huge damage and then effects on the enemy. Martial Mastery gives 5 attack damage, classic. Arcane Mastery gives 8 ability power. That's they're same actually, but one of them gives ability, one of them gives attack damage. Executioner increases damage dealt to champions below 50% health by 5%. If an enemy champion has HP that is below than 50%, you deal 5% more damage, which can be really good with Vayne, with a 2 damage. If you use high armor penetration or magic AP penetration. Never mind. So Blade Weaving is damaging an enemy champion with a spell increases basic attack damage by 1%, stacking up to 3 times. So that means if you auto attack an enemy, it increases your attack damage by 1% and you can stack it to 3 times. So you have 2 stacking skill which can be used in Ezreal. I really love these masteries. It's really, you can bully the enemy against you, and some of the champions counters Ezreal, but with these masteries, Ezreal becomes unstoppable. That's just my opinion. Opinions could change for anyone. Warlord increases bonus attack damage by 5%. Archmage increases ability power by 2%. Dangerous Game, killing a champion restores 5 missing health and mana. That's a good skill too. If you're a Kha'Zix or you're an assassinate champion like Vayne, or you're an AD carry, if you kill a champion, you gain 5% of the missing health. It's a really good thing. And Frenzy, critical hits grant 5% attack speed for 3 seconds, stacks up to 3 times, which is really useful at Thresh, AD carry Thresh, but no one plays it anymore that much. But if you deal a critical hit damage, that's really useful mastery. Devastating Strikes gains 6 armor and magic penetration. That's gonna get nerfed. that's gonna get nerfed so hard, so don't give a hope to it. Hope to this mastery, because with my runes, I will show you. That's just an insane mastery. Havoc, 3% increased damage. Where is it? 8%. And basic attacks also deals a bonus magic damage equals to 5 of ability power. That can be good at Kale, because you know hybrid champions like Jax. I'm not saying Jax is a hybrid champion. Like, you can play it AD, you can play it AP, you can play tank. That's your opinion. But you know, in season 2 meta, you go to Hextech, Green so I can't pronounce it. You know, Trinity Force. Then in the season 3 teams, I go Warmog and Blade of the Ruin King. Then I will choose Nasher Food or Phantom Dancer, and I became unstoppable. We take a look at AP. Okay, we actually go that way. Block. Reduces incoming damage from champion basic attacks by 1. Okay. Yes. And at rank 2, it just decreases 2, which is not a good thing. Not useful. Recovery 1, 2 health per 5 seconds if you max it. Ancient Armor, increase bonus armor and magic resistance by 5%, which can be really good at Rammus. You know, Rammus gains a huge amount of armor and magic resistance when he uses his W. And Tough Skin, reduces damage taken from natural monsters by 1. This doesn't affect lane minions. Maybe it's a good skill for good mastery for jungle. Unyielding, melee. In melee, if you're a melee champion, reduces all incoming damage from champions by 2, and if you're range, reduces all incoming damage from champions by 1. And Veteran Scars, right, it just gives us 36 health at level 1 if you max this. And Bladed Armor, taking basic attack damage from natural monster cause them to bleed, and that's a really effectful jungle mastery. I love it. I tried it and I have no words to say about it. Dealing damage equal to 1 of their current health each second. This does not work against lane minions. If you use that in jungle, you can even get blue buff without anyone's help. That's so insane. Oppression, reduces damage taken by 3% from enemies that have impaired moments, slows, snares, taunts, stuns, etc. So that means if you wait, I don't get it. Okay, you guys get it, but reduces damage taken by 3. Oh, I think that if someone affects you by, like, if Zyra slows you, if Zyra, you know, uses her ultimate, we take 3% less damage. And 3 maximum health. Let me max it. Yeah, 3. Hornliness, 5 armor, 5 magic resist, perseverance, regenerates 1% missing health every 5 seconds, which can be really good at solo lanes, and that is really good with Garen, in my opinion. So, you know, Garen's passive regenerates health after a couple of seconds, and that's really capable with Garen. Swiftness reduces the effectiveness of slows by 10%. That can counter Nasus actually. Reinforced armor reduces damage taken by critical strikes by 10%, which can be used against any AD carry that's fed. Evasive reduces damage taken by 4% from area effect magic damage, like Leona's ultimate or Orianna's ultimate. Gragas, does Gragas count? Yes, it counts. Second Wind increases self-healing, health regen, lifesteal, and swell one by 10% when below 25 health. Okay, I can say that's good for every AP carry or some of the AD carries that has an AP ratio. That's good with Ahri because of her passive, and that's good with Nidalee, you know, her healing skill. And Tenacious, I don't know if I pronounce it true, Tenacious, whatever. 4 armor and 2 magic resists for each nearby enemy champion. If you're in team fight, you gain 5 times 4 equals 20 and 5 times 2 equals 10. You gain 20 armor and 10 magic resist. If you're in team fight, that's 5v5. Runic Shell start the game with a 50 health shell. This shield regenerates each time after respawning. That's good for jungle actually, we can say, for early game. Legendary Guardian reduces the duration of prow control effects by 15, like Gallia's ultimate. That looks like some kind of area effect skill, but I don't remember it. And the most good changes in this tree, utility and offense tree became really good, but I don't see that much of a difference in defense tree. First, Face Walker reduces the casting time of recall by 1 second. In Dominion, reduces the casting time of enchanged recall by 0.5 seconds, which doesn't mean anything. Fleet of Foods 0.5, 1.5% movement speed, meditation, 2 mana regen, wait, let me reset it, 3 mana regen per 5, and Scout increase the cast range of trinket items by 15. That means new items can be, you know, if you bought new trinkets in game, its range increased by 15%. Reduces the cooldown of summer spells by 10%. Oh my god. Riot. I know you're gonna nerf that. I'm not gonna give any of my hope on this Masteries. 1 health regen per 5 seconds for every 300 maximum mana. Increase the duration of potion and elixirs by 10%, which can be really good at Riven. You know, best Riven NA starts with elixir sometimes, and I also start with elixir, and that means increasing the duration of elixir means you can stay at the lane, you can bully your lane with the elixir, and that's gonna be used in, what was the name? Wait, seriously, I can't remember it. What was the name of it? What's the 1v1 thing was it, like everybody was doing? Seriously? LCS, yeah, LCS is, you know, 1v1 who's like better at mid, and you know, everybody starts with elixirs and other stuff, you know, AD Orianna, AD Cannon, and this is gonna be a really useful mastery. Greed, rest in peace greed, they nerfed it 1.5 gold to, it was 3 gold every 10 seconds. Runic Affinity increases the duration of Shrine, Relic, Quest, and Ritual Monster buff by 20%, which is blue buff stays increase blue buffs or red buffs or Baron buffs duration increase 20% if that's use that mastery. Vampirism 3% lifesteal and spell vamp. Culinary Master health potions are upgraded into biscuits that restore an additional 20 health and 10 mana instantly upon consumption. That's same as the cookie that gave us when we maxed this mastery. 1 gold each time an ally kills a nearby lane minion. If you're a support, you have to get that. If your ally kills a minion, you gain additional 1 gold, and that can be increased by any support item in the game. Increases starting gold by 40 and 5% increased maximum mana. I know what you guys thinking. Rise, Athene, LX Itch. I bet Athene gonna make a video about it. So he's gonna use it so much. I respect him. 10 experience every 10 seconds while near a higher level allied champion. That's really useful as supports too. Bandits melee grants 15 gold on a champion kill or assist. Range grants 3 gold each time an enemy champion is attacked. This cannot trigger on the same champion more than once every 5. Nope. Okay. Every 5 seconds. So if you try to harass an enemy champion, if you're a ranged champion, every single hit you gain 3 gold. They nerfed this shit too. It was 5 gold actually. And if you take a look at intelligence, 5 cooldown reduction and reduces the cooldown of activated items by 10%, which means you can use your Shrelia. Rest in peace Shrelia, by the way. The new item that grants same active effect of Shrelia. And if you take a look at 105% movement speed out of combat, that's a good skill for jungle. I'm gonna say skill, I'm not gonna say mastery. That's a good mastery for jungler. And let's take a look at new items. Nope. Sweeping legs, trinket. Becomes greater lance at level 9 and can be further upgraded with gold. Unique active. Reveals and disables nearly invisible traps and invisible wards for 4 seconds in small radius and 180-second cooldown. That means if you don't trust any, like if you don't trust in a brush, you know, if you wonder like if there's a ward over here, you can check it with this. Scrying orb. I didn't use it and I don't know why can't I use it, but I think it's something like what was the name? Clarions, I can't pronounce it, fuck. And I don't know why can't I use it, like what I said before. I think Riot's gonna put this in the game later. Warding totem. So finally Riot made a ward that's free so everybody can put ward. And finally, thank you. If you watch that video, thank you. I'm Muslim actually. And No Man's Medallion, 2 gold per 10. Unique passive favor. Being a near minion death without dealing the killing blow grants 4 gold. So that means that's what I was talking about. In your masteries, remember you have 1 gold if you don't hit a minion and if your ally slays a minion. With this item it becomes 5 gold. So that means if your AD last hits or your minion last hits minion, you gain extra 5 gold. And this can be upgraded in Talisman of Ascension. It gives us 20% cooldown reduction, 10 health regen per 5 seconds, 15 mana regen per 5 seconds, and 2 gold per 10 seconds. And that grant us the same. Historian Shrelia. Oh shit. Pray to Sun. Historian Shrelia. Rest in peace, Shrelia. We will miss you. And they made a visual upgrade on a couple of items. Vision trinkets, nope. Gold. Relic shield. Unique passive, spoils of war. Basic attacks execute minions below 200 health. Killing a minion heals the nearest allied champions for 2 of your maximum health and grants them 5 gold. Heal plus 5 gold. So I don't know which tactic is gonna be with these items. I don't know, like professional players is gonna make guides about this. I'm gonna tell you guys because you know there are like so many passives, but I'm gonna try to make videos about it as fast as I figure out what the hell is going on in this game right now. Okay, we have English first Queen's claim. And by the way, let me tell you, you can only get 1 gold per 10 item, which made me mad. And you can get 1, you know, kill if you don't touch a minion and your ally kills a minion, you gain 5 gold. You can only have the item once. Like if you get this, let's say this, you cannot get this. That was the same thing. So that means some kind of AP sports are coming, and tank sports, or you know, you get Talisman of Ascension. I'm gonna call it Shrelia again. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get Shrelia. You can't get any of jungle items when you get Shrelia. That's the only gold per 10 item you're gonna get because Shrelia is really effective at engaging team fights. And damn, I'm good. And let's get health. I'm not gonna talk about items right here. I'm gonna make different videos about it, like how season 4 support guide, season 4, you know, Ezreal guide, Wayne guide, AD carry, positioning, and other etc. That's a video where I'm trying to explain all the new masteries. So let me introduce my rooms. Sport and see 5.3 gold per 10, 12 magic resist, and 8.2 armor. I don't need AP or AD that much. I just stun or I just slow. And if you guys ask, I play Caitlyn because she has a really annoying poke, like what I said in my double jungle guide. And I played Rise, actually not mid Rise. I used him during during when I was in gold, and Taric was my support. I was using like crazy. I had full of tank runes, and when I enter with the tank runes and tank masteries, I start with cloth armor, and it just gives me like a huge armor, and it makes a huge difference. I started with 100 armor with the cloth armor, and everyone's like, "What the fuck are you hacking?" Okay, they actually told that. And double penetration. That's a good name for it. Rune 12 magic penetration, and 12 here. What was the name? What was the name? What was the name? And 6 here when you max it. That means 18% magic penetration in any champion. Damn, what the hell? So this Saturday I will make a video about how I play sport, or if I figure the items out really quickly. Alright, I'm gonna make a guide about it. Every single sport, how do I play them, which sport is capable with which AD carry, which AD carry is capable with which sport. So I hope you guys enjoy from this quick looking at masteries. That takes like 10 minutes long, but I read every single mastery. So leave it a thumbs up and tell me about your friends. Excaldarian, yeah, and like professional cameras was here. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Good.